versus the Miami Marlins round number 2. Now, the first game the Phillies played against the Miami Marlins, they did pretty good in that game. They did pretty good in that game, so it was not too bad for them. But this one is going to be a good one. Yeah, the first spring training game the Phillies played against the Miami Marlins, they lost that one, 1-6. So this is round 2 against the Miami Marlins, saying the Phillies might get a chance to come back. And yeah, so maybe they get a chance to make up for this one. And it's a split squad game today. Half the Phillies players are playing in the break room, the other half are playing against the Detroit Tigers. So, and Aaron Nola is making his spring training debut, ladies and gentlemen. First time this spring we seen Aaron Nola getting up to the mountain. So, and here go the Miami Marlins starting lineup. We got Xavier Edwards, Jacoby Madison, Augusta Ramirez, Griffin Conley, Christopher O'Reilly, Colin Novi, Roberto Hernandez, Javier Sanjor, and Maximo Acosta. And they said Aaron Nola going to 2 innings today, so so this is going to be an interesting game because you're going to get to see, yeah, so it's going to be, yeah, so, it was Aaron versus Robbie Sterling, so this is going to be an interesting game today, guys, so hope the Phillies can get a win out of this game today, so, because, we and stuff like that, so. Alright, here we go, guys. So Xavier was coming to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins play some base. They're out. Top the first. Here we go. And we got base for Xavier. Get ready for running catch. The strike was on 1. And we got another base catch for Xavier. Get ready for it. Running catch and goes ball 1-1. And throw some strikes. Don't strike out. Please and thank you. Because And then we got another base catch for Xavier. Get ready for it. Runner catch goes strike 2 1 and 2. And then we got another base for Xavier. Get ready for it. And we got another base catch for Xavier. Get ready for it. Xavier was grounds out to the second base and Bryson started doing to the first baseman. They over in time, and Xavier Edwards is out. What's up with you? Trading LA Super Big for two base trading or trading to that means. I did brush my teeth this morning. I just ate something, yo. So that's why I ate something, Jasmine. If you don't know. And I do brush my teeth, so because I just ate something, so that's why. So if you know the difference, hello. So coming up next to bat for the Marlins, we have Jacoby Mercy. So next to bat for the Marlins pass on base. 1 out, top of the first, here we go. Everyone got a pitch for Jacoby, ready for it. Runner catching good, strike was on 1. Everyone got another pitch for Jacoby, ready for it. Runner catching goes balls 1-1. And so you get luck for that one. Good day to you. And Aaron Nola got another pitch connect with Jacoby, ready for it. Runner catching goes the ball 2 with the 2-1. San Francisco, I think last year, that's how you say it. And no, we got another pitch connect for you, Jacoby, ready for it. And Jacoby Mercy grinds out to the shortstop, Trey Turner, who threw it to the first baseman, Leroy Figueroa in time. And Jacoby Muncie is out. So that's the one person got to give the 3 lights. So coming up next, the bat for the Marlins, we have Augusto Ramirez connects the bat for the Marlins. The Marlins plays on base. 2 outs out of the first. Here we go. And then we got a pitch from Augusto ready for it. Rhonda catches it up. That strike one is 0-1. And we got another pitch from Augusto ready for it. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 is 0-2. And we got another pitch in there for you. Augusto ready for it. Rhonda catches it up. The balls 1-2. Shout out to the 14 people watching. They get a 15 for the 5 lights. And we got another pitch coming in for you. Augusto ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3, and Augusto Ramirez is out. First strike off of Aaron Nola, 1K. And that's 3 outs for the Marlins, so we never scored game, ladies and gentlemen. And we're moving on to the bottom of the first, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies need when they turn the bat at the bottom of the first. And the 3 Philly players need the bat at the bottom of the first to be Trey Turner, JT Realmuto, and Kyle Smoker. Do it again, so Tim got his girlfriend now. Cassandra Gates will bed with him, so and when Tim's wanted to bed with Cassandra, he got her pregnant, so there's that. So he might have, so so that's one thing, so. There you go, we got, and they go, I think, is it Bobby's? Yeah, I think it's Bobby Smith, I think that's what his name is. Alright, so then here go the Phillies start lineup. We got Trey Turner, JT Reed, Kyle Smoker, Adonis Garcia, Bryson Stott, and Sosa, Justin, let me say it. So the Phillies start lineup, we got Trey Turner, JT Reed, Kyle Smoker, Adonis Garcia, Bryson Stott, and Sosa, Justin Carver, Otto Kemp, and that's the Phillies start lineup. To come up the bat for the Phillies, we got Trey Turner going to bat for the Phillies, no Philly Bears on base, 0 outs, 5 for the first review. Robbie got a pitch in there for Detroit. Get ready for it. Ronnie's catching up the ball to now. Robbie got a pitch to Detroit. Ronnie catching the ball to 2 now. Robbie got a pitch to Detroit. Ronnie between them was a 5 ball to 2-1. Robbie got a pitch to Detroit. Ronnie catching the ball to 3-1. Robbie got a pitch to Detroit. And that is ball 4. And Trey Turner is well to advance the first base for the Phillies. This is Trey Turner's first one of the game. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have J.T. Reed who connects to bat for the Phillies. We got 1 free player on first base. 0 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. Robbie got a pitch in for J.T. Gray for it. Ronnie's catching good. That's strike 1 to go 1. And Robbie got another pitch in for J.T. Gray for it. Ronnie's catching good. The ball is 1-1. And Robbie got another pitch in for J.T. Gray for it. Ronnie's catching good. The ball 2 to 2-1. And Robbie got another pitch in for J.T. Gray for it. Ronnie's catching good. The ball 3 to 3-1. And Robbie got another 15 for J.T. Gray for it. And that is ball 4. J.T. Reed is walking will advance the first base for the Phillies. This is J.T. Reed's first ball of the game, and Trey Turner will advance to second base. So the Phillies have J.T. Reed on first base and Trey Turner on second base. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Kyle Schwarber next to bat for the Phillies. We got Philly Bears on first base and second base. 0 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. Oh, Kyle. What's over with? It's the home run hitting king. 56 home runs last season. This season we're going to need you there. We need you past 56. And Robbie got a pitch in for you. Schwarber Gray for it. Ronnie's catching good. That's strike 1 to go 1. Yeah, Viceover gets a day off today, so Viceover doesn't play in this game or the other game. So he gets a day off. And Robbie got another pitch in the face for the Raven. Ronnie's catching good. The ball 21. They mixed in the starters, so we're going to over the roster in the games where the people saying Justin Carvey in the games with the starting hitters. That's really good though. And Robbie got another pitch in there for you, so the Ray boy. He swinging that one's a 5 balls, 1 and 2. And Robbie got another pitch in there for you, swinging the Ray boy. That ball's in the dirt. It's a ball 2, the 2 and 2. And Robbie got another pitch in there for you, swinging ready for it. And Castro flies out to the right fielder, Griffin Conley. And Castro is out. Castro is 0 for 1. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Adolis Garcia connects the bat for the Phillies. We got Philly Bears on first base and second base. 1 out, 5 on the first. Here we go. And Robbie got a pitch good for you. Adolis get ready for it. Ronnie's catching good. The strike 1 is 0-1. And Robbie gonna do a pitch count for those who wait for it. Ronnie's catching on the strike 2 is 0-2. And Robbie got another pitch count for you. No one's going for it. Ronnie's catching on the balls 1-2. And Robbie got another pitch count for you. No one's going for it. Ronnie's catching on the ball 2 is 2-2. And Robbie got another pitch count for you. No one's going for it. Ronnie's catching goes to ball 3 is a 3-2 is a full count. And Robbie got another pitch count for you. No one's going for it. You swing that one goes right into the grass. Right into the grass, and that's a single. And the Dogs gonna see will rest the first base for the Phillies. And the Dogs gonna see got a hit 1-4, and the Dogs gonna see a singles on the line drive to the left. I probably just went left, yo. I just went to the left, yo. Let me say that one more time again, because that was, you know. You see that? And the Dogs gonna hit 1-4. The Dogs gonna see a singles on the line drive to the left fielder, Javier Senor, and JT will rest the third base. So the Phillies are those who see on first base and JT on third base, plays the put down. But the Phillies scored a run, so score. The Phillies have 0, the Marlins have 0, the Phillies have 1 run, and the Phillies get the first one score on the bottom of the first thanks to Trey Turner, and that was one of the Phillies. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Bryson Stott next to bat the Phillies. We got 3 pairs on first base and third base. 1 out, bottom of the first, here we go. Robbie on the pitch here for you. Stott get ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes to Rolls 1 out. And Robbie got another pitch here for you. Stott get ready for it. You see that one goes right in the grass and it rolls away to the wall. And Bryson Stott run around first, stop a second. Bryson Stott got a W, Bryson Stott got a hit, he's 1-for-1, yo. Starting too hard over here, making it easy. And this is Bryson Stott's first double in spring training on a line drive to the right field of Griffin Collins. And the Dogs gonna see him as third base. And the Phillies have Bryson Stott on first base, and Bryson Stott on second base, and the Dogs gonna see him on third base. And the Phillies score another run, so the Marlins have 0 runs, the Phillies have 2 runs, and the Phillies get the second run score on the bottom of the first, thanks to JT, thanks to JT, and that was 2-0 Phillies. Starting off here like you know it is. We out here making the faces look bad, because they got us the first game of the spring training. Turning it down. We getting them with this one there. Revenge is sweet. Revenge is so sweet. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Amanda Sosa next to bat the Phillies. We got Philly fans on second base and third base. 1 out. Bottom of the first, here we go. Robbie got a pitch coming for you. Amanda go wait for it. Ronnie's catching the ball to them. And then Robbie got a pitch to Amanda go wait for it. So there was a foul tip to 1-1. And Robbie got a pitch to Amanda. So there was a bite to the grass, and that's a single. And Amanda Sosa will advance the first base for the Phillies. And Amanda Sosa got a hit. He's 1-for-1, yo. And Amanda Sosa singles on the ground ball to the center field and Jacoby Russell. And then also Amanda Sosa raised the second base. So the Phillies scored another runs. The Marlins have 0 runs. The Phillies have 4 runs, and the Phillies get a 2-run score in the bottom of the first, thanks to Adolis Garcia and Bryson Stott. Now it's 1-0 Phillies. Yeah, it makes the Marlins look like they can't do shit. They put some of the stars in there. You know it's gonna be a good game. You know it's gonna be a good game. The stars cannot lose. Look at this. It's like, come on, you. Like, for nothing. It's like, literally, what the Marlins can't do nothing. Let's see how the other game is doing. No, the second split game, the Phillies have 1-0 for the Detroit Tiger game. Ooh. The name. But if the Phillies win both their games today, then if they win the Marlins game, they'll be 3-3. If they win the Detroit Tiger game, they'll be 4-3 in the spring training. So that was kind of like, that, yeah, because, ooh, here comes my favorite player of all time. My favorite prospect of all time is Mr. Justin Crawford. Hello. I'm still a Vice Sox fan, yes. But my favorite prospect out of the three, between Crawford, Painter, and Miller, is definitely Justin Crawford. Hello. So pitching change for the Marlins. So Bobby Sealy is done pitching when they come to pitch for the Marlins will be Colby Martin. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Justin Crawford coming back for the Phillies. We got one big player on second base, 1 out. Bottom of the first, here we go. Colby Martin got a pitch in the way Justin Rayboard. You swing down the bottom on 1. And Colby Martin got another pitch for Justin Rayboard. Roddy's catch goes the balls 1-1. And Colby Martin got another pitch in there for Justin Rayboard. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. The 1-2. Come on, Justin, put the ball in play, man. And Colby Martin got another pitch in there for Justin Rayboard. You swing it down when it's a 5 balls, 1-2. And Colby Martin got another pitch in there for Justin Rayboard. You swing it down when that's another 5 balls, still 1-2. And Colby Martin got another pitch in there for Justin Rayboard. Roddy's catch goes the ball 2-2. If Justin Crawford makes the open day roster and his jersey gets on sale on, I will buy the damn Justin Crawford jersey. I will definitely do it. That's the second Philly jersey I will get. Because I got the old Derrick Hall jersey as a souvenir jersey just because for souvenir purposes. I ain't even going to look. That's not even going to be on that souvenir purposes. But I would definitely get a Justin Crawford one just for the sake of that matter. Just for that kid. Number 80? Oh, yeah, I would. And Kobe Moore got another pitch for you. Justin Rayboard. One catch the ball 2-2. Kobe Moore got another pitch to Justin Rayboard. You swing it as a 5-2-2. And Kobe Moore got another pitch for you. Justin Rayboard. Rodney's catch goes the ball 3 is a 3-2 full count. Just because I would. Just picking the day roster I run. He's gonna got every day center fielder. And Kobe Moore got another pitch for you. Justin Rayboard. You swing it down with the 5 balls, a 3-2. This is where you can make your mark, Justin, right here. Hit it into the grass. So we can advance some other folks at the third base. Come on, get on base. Don't strike out. And Kobe Moore got another pitch in there for you, Justin Rayboard. And Justin Colbert grinds out to the shortstop, Maxwell acoustic to the first baseman, Christopher Williams. And Justin Colbert is out. Justin Colbert, you open one. And the Marlins advance to third base. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Aldo Kicker next to bat for the Phillies. We got 1 free player on third base, 2 outs, 5 on the first. Here we go. 8. Come on, kid. We need you to advance him out and get my sons at home. And cool, we already got a piece getting away. I took away, boy. Running catch go to strike on zone 1. And cool, we already got another piece getting for you. I took away, boy. You swing it out, and you swing it out when it's a 5-ball zone 2. And cool, we weren't gonna pitch it for y'all took away, boy. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And I don't care if it's out. I don't care if you open one with your first strikeout, and you strand at Marlins on third base. And that's 3 outs to the Phillies. So the score is the Marlins have 0 runs, the Phillies have 4 runs. That's the end of the first, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the second inning, ladies and gentlemen, is the Marlins turn the bat. Let's see if the Marlins do turn the bat at top of second. And now it's 4-0 Phillies. And the 3 Marlins players do at the bat at the top of second will be Griffin Conley, Christopher Morel, and Connor Newby. Alright, we're back, y'all. So coming up the bat for the Marlins, we have Griffin Conley coming back for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base, 0 outs. Top of the second, here we go. And Nolan got a pitch getting for you. Griffin can wait for it. You swing that was 5 was on 1. And Nolan got a pitch for you. Griffin can wait for it. Right now, catching those balls 1-1. And Nolan got a pitch for you. Griffin can wait for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. The 1-2. Yeah, and it's it will be season. And he's going to play the WC next one too. Yep. And Aaron Nola got another pitch coming in for you. Griffin can wait for it. Right now, catch goes the ball 2, the 2-2. Here you gonna have half our damn roster tomorrow for the Phillies. Some of our pitchers are pitching in WC, so we gonna have that. Some of our hitters will be over there, so it's gonna be like you gonna miss half the damn starters. So, even though we got another pitch coming in for you, if you can wait for it. Right now, catch goes the ball 3. It's a 3-2 the full kill. So it's gonna be like It's gonna be Castro and Vice. I bet Patino's saying, and the other ones are moving the other cities. But it's just that Jose Alvarado can't play Patino in Venezuela because it's insurance problem. And we're gonna fish gonna play Griffin the Wayboard. And Griffin Conley goes out to the shortstop Trey Turner, who threw to the first baseman, Leonardo Pinguino, in time. And Griffin Conley's out. So coming up next, the bat for the Marlins, we had Christopher Morel going to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base. 1 out, top of the second. Here we go. Even though we got a pitch going to play Christopher Gray he swinging down was a 5 balls on 1. Every time I see that name, Christopher, I keep thinking that's my girlfriend's other name when she was the other gender. So which you're not gonna say that gender, but her name is birth name. That's her birth name right there, Christopher. So. Just knows of it. And we're gonna pitch can for you Christopher Graywood. Runner catches go the strike 2 is on 2. And we're gonna pitch for you Christopher Graywood. He's swinging down with the 5 balls on 2. Yeah. Whatever I say. Whenever I see a baseball player with my girlfriend, my girlfriend always birth name there, her birth name, right? I'd be like, damn, why is a baseball player name that her birth name behind? And she has my girlfriend name doesn't like to be called Christopher, so that's one of those things that, it's a name of a name in general, but she doesn't want to be called something. And we're gonna pitch gonna play Christopher Graywood. Swing and a miss, and that's straight through. And Christopher Morel's out. Second strike of Aaron with 2 Ks. So coming up next, the bat for the Marlins. We had Connor against the bat for the Marlins. We got no one players on base. 2 outs. Top of the second, here we go. Aaron Nolan got a pitch connect for you. Connor, wait for it. He's swinging that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Aaron Nolan swinging that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Connor will advance the first base for the Marlins. And Connor singles on the line drive to the left field out of him. Dave out kick to the right field. Left field. So coming up next, the bat for the Marlins, we have Roberto Hernandez. Hernandez coming next, the bat for the Marlins. We got one Marlins player on first base. 2 outs, top of the second, here we go. And we got a pitch coming for you, Roberto Grayboy. Swing and a miss, that's strike 1. And then we got another pitch coming for you, Roberto Grayboy. And we do a pitch over to his first baseman, Leo Pellegrino, to make sure that continuity got the first base back. Pickerton number 1 at first base. And Aaron Over got another pitch coming for you, Roberto Grayboy. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is on 2. Like that against my stars making a debut, so I know. No win today, sand the ball, and paint on Sunday. yeah, because 2 starters for the day and tomorrow, and then one is the prospect, so. And we got another pitch coming for you, Roberto Grayboy. Right now, catcher goes balls 1 and 2. And we got another pitch coming for you, Roberto Grayboy. And then Connery takes off. And Connery is safe as second. And J2 tries to throw out Connery. And J2 tried to throw out Connery, but he couldn't. And Connery got to second base and is safe at second base. And this is Connery's first steal in spring training on second base. And we got another pitch coming for you, Roberto Grayboy. And Roberto Hernandez asked for a timeout, yo. And Roberto Hernandez get right back in the bat box to some base runs. And we got another pitch coming for you, Roberto Grayboy. Ronald Cassie goes the ball 2 is a 2 and 2. And we got another pitch coming for you, Roberto Grayboy. Ronnie catches goes the ball 3. Is a 3-2? Is a full count? What's up, Slim? Hey, welcome to the MGSN Network, the Master Hard Gaming Sports Network. We cover the Phillies and Marlins game 2 of the spring training. The last game they lost was not really good. They won 6-1. This one they up 4-0. They got 4 runs already. So yeah, and we're better than MLB Network, ESPN, Fox. You already know the whole everything. And the pitcher stepped off. And Aaron Nolan got another pitch coming in for you. Her run took away from it. And guess what, son? We got Aaron Nolan pitching today, so but I say how do you soon? So we got Aaron Nolan pitching today, so we got Nolan. And when they swing, that one goes right in that's the one right in the grass, and Hernandez running around first, stop a second. Hernandez got a double, yo. This is Roberto Hernandez, first double in the spring training on a line drive to the center fielder Justin Carver. Justin. And the Marlins scored runs. So the Marlins had 1 run, the Phillies had 4 runs. And the Marlins get their first run score in the top of the second, thanks to Connor. Now we have a baseball game, yo. Well, you didn't expect this to happen, yo. You didn't expect this to happen, but hey. Yeah. So coming up next to bat for the Marlins, we have Javier Sanjurica next to bat for the Marlins. We got 1 run player second base. 2 outs. About top of the second, here we go. And then we got a pitch coming up for you, Javier Grayboy. And I'm gonna pitch over to his second baseman. Right to start to make sure that Roberto Hernandez get off the second base, right? Pick it in number 1 at second base. And then we got another pitch coming up for you, Javier Grayboy. Running catch goes the ball to the middle. And we're gonna pitch you Javier Grayboy. And Javier Sanjurica lines out to the right fielder, Adolfo Garcia, and Javier Sanjurica is out. And that's 3 outs for the Marlins. So scoring, the Marlins had 1 run, the Phillies had 4 runs. And moving on to the bottom of the second, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do. They turn the bat at the bottom of the second. And the 3 Philly players do at the bat at the bottom of the second will be Leover, Pellegrino, Trey Turner, and Carlos and JT Ransom. And there's no stat line. And Trey Turner has got walked, and JT Ransom got walked. So ain't no save on that one, but hey. Yeah, what's that was asking about you yesterday, Slim. You didn't come to the stream last night when we doing the Sixers and Heat game. You should have came last night, Slim. When Stats was asking about you, he said, "Where's Slim at?" I'm like, "I don't know." He's asking about you because he has a new channel and stuff, so new account, He was saying a new channel, and I can see him, yeah, because he does. You can see it Wednesday, so you can see that Slim. So I was watching the Heat, the Sixers game last night, but could not comment. Oh, okay. You couldn't comment? Oh, okay. The pitching change for the Marlins. So Toby Noe is done pitching. They come to pitch again with Robert Snooey. So we'll come to bat for the Phillies. No Philly pass on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the second. Here we go. Robbie got a pitch screen. Here we go. But the other reaches on a missed catch error by the first baseman, Christopher Murley, assisted to the third baseman, Connor Noe. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we had Trey Turner next to bat for the Phillies. We got 1-3 on first base, 0 outs, Bob in the second. Here we go. Bobby got a pitch in there for you, Trey. Get ready for it. Running catch go to strike one is on one. And Bobby got another pitch in there for you, Trey. Get ready for it. You swing that one and it goes all the way to the wall. And Trey Turner runs around first, stop a second. Trey Turner got a double, y'all. Trey Turner got a double, y'all. And Trey Turner got a hit. Trey Turner got a hit. He's going for y'all. And this is Trey Turner's first double in spring training on a line drive to the center fielder, Jacoby Morrison. But the Phillies scored another run, so the Marlins had 1 run, the Phillies had 5 runs, and the Phillies get their 5th run score on the bottom of the second, thanks to Guillermo Perrigo. Now it's 5-1 Phillies. Marlins, you looking salty. You looking salty right now. Salty. Salty. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have J.T. Realmuto next to bat for the Phillies. We got 1-3 on second base, 0 outs, bottom of the second. Here we go. Robbie got a pitch in for J.T. Get ready for it. Running catch go to strike one's on 1. Robbie got another pitch for J.T. Get ready for it. He swing it down with a 5-ball zone 2. And Robbie got another pitch in for J.T. Get ready for it. He swing it that one. That's another 5-ball, still 0-2. This game is really good, y'all. I know I'm not going to show what the score of the second split game is, but I know this one is doing really good. So we have 5-0. 5-1. Like, Marlins, y'all gonna lose this game because you got us the first game. We had 6 runs on the Phillies only had 1 run, but still, the last one game you got the first one. But the second one, yeah, y'all ain't winning this one. And Robbie got another pitch in for JT Carayboy. Rodney's catch goes balls 1-2. Tiger game is 2-0 Phillies. Damn. That means the Tigers lose that game. They're gonna be 0-6 in spring training. Ooh, where's that not gonna be happy about that when I tell him that Max? He's gonna be like, damn. If they lose that game, that's terrible. He's gonna be not happy about that. And Robbie got another pitch in for JT Carayboy. And JT Realmuto strikes out the foul tip, and JT Realmuto's out. JT Realmuto, you 0 for 1 with your first strikeout. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we had Kyle Schwarber. The next to bat for the Phillies, we got 1-3 on second base. Went out, Bob in the second. Here we go. Bobby got a pitch in the base Schwarber, get away from it. Swing in the mids, and that strike one is on 1. And Robbie got another pitch in the base for get away from it. Rodney's catching goes the balls 1-1. What's up, Zeb from Denver? What's up? Zeb's in the house. And Robbie got another pitch in there for you, so get ready for it. You swing at that one, that's a 5 balls, 1-2. And Robbie got another pitch in the base for get ready for it. Swing in the mids, and that's strike 3, and Castle was down. Castle, you 0 for 2 with your first strikeout. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Adolis Garcia next to bat for the Phillies. We got 1-3 on second base, 2 outs, Bob in the second. Here we go. Robbie got a pitch in there for Adolis Garcia. Swing in the mids, and that strike one is on 1. And Robbie got another pitch for Adolis Garcia. And the doors gonna see as for time on you on the doors gonna see get right back in the back. I say some base on. One does see get in the air, you want to make it 2 for 2 yourself. And Robbie got another pitch in there for your doors get ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes the ball's 1-1. And Robbie got another pitch in there for your doors get ready for it. You swing it out, goes right into the grass again. That's what I'm talking about. Dogs gonna see it get some hits, man. Come on now. I knew every day the right fielder. You swing that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And the dog's gonna see it will race the first base for the Phillies. And the dogs gonna see it got another hit. It's 2 for 2, yo. And the dog's gonna see it singles on the ground ball to the right fielder, Griffin Conley. And Trey Turner is out at home plate on a throw by the right fielder Griffin Conley to the catcher Augustin Ramirez. And Trey Turner's out. Damn it, Trey Turner, you got to step out at home plate. Damn it, Trey. The catcher didn't get you. I mean, the right fielder didn't throw it to his catcher and got you out. We could have got a 6-run. Damn it. And that's for the Phillies. So scored. The Marlins have 1 run. The Phillies have 5 runs. And that's the end of the second, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the third inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Marlins turn the bat. Let's see what the Marlins are doing. Turn the bat at the top of the third. And the 3 Marlins players do the bat at the top of the third will be Maximo Acosta, Xavier Edwards, and Jacoby Mercy. Was John's the catcher for that second game? Okay, for the second one, the Detroit tie game? Okay. Yeah, this one is doing really good, 5-1. I mean, if Trey Turner didn't get out at home plate by the catcher, because that ball didn't from the right fielder didn't. Griffin Conley had to throw that ball to his own catcher, Augustin Ramirez. He wouldn't have got Trey Turner home, but he did. So that kind of like nuts everything up right there because Well, Rob Towns is managing the first game against the Marlins, so I don't know who's managing the second game against Detroit Tigers. I'm not sure. But I just know Rob Towns is managing the first game, so yeah, the one against the Marlins at the vacate. But I don't know who's the manager for the game where the Phillies are playing against the Tigers. I'm not sure. So pitching change for the Phillies. So Aaron Nola done pitching for the day. Come to pitch for the Phillies will be Luciano. So coming at the bat for the Marlins, we have Maximo Acoustic on the bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base. 0 outs. Top of the third. Here we go. Luciano got a pitch going for Maximo away for it. Right now catch go to strike on his own one. And Luciano got another pitch for Maximo away for it. Maximo Acoustic asks for a time on your Maximo Acoustic. We're back in the bat box. Has on the base on. Yeah, they went with 105, so that's why I just picked the Phillies, the first one, because, I want to see Aaron Nola pitch really good, so. And then Torino got another pitch coming for you, Maximo, get ready for it. Right now, catching goes the ball 1-1. And Lou Torino got another pitch for you, Maximo, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is a 1-2. And Lou Torino got another pitch coming for you, Maximo, get ready for it. Right now, catching goes to strike 3. And Maximo Acosta is out. First strikeout for Lou Torino, 1K. You guys got to strike out here. Oh, the Tigers on the point, okay. So coming up next, the bat for the Marlins, we have Xavier Edwards going next to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base. 1 out, top of the third, here we go. Lucha got a pitch getting with Xavier. Get ready for it. Oh, they doing the ABS challenge right now. Come on. We're gonna. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is definitely strike. The turnover and that when they catch go, the strike one is on one. They gotta use that ABS challenge, you know. And then Sharita got another pitch canoe for you, Xavier. Go wait for it. You swing it down when that's a 5 balls on two. Yeah, these kids good in the second one because I mean, our front wish that's gonna be devastated if this team loses again. And Lucia got another pitch for Xavier. Go wait for it. You swing it down with another 5 balls still on two. And Lucia got another pitch for you, Xavier. Go wait for it. Run that catch the balls 1 and 2. And Lucha got another pitch canoe for Xavier. Go wait for it. You swing it down when that's a 5 balls and 1 and 2. Yeah, good thing you out there that one because one can't start at the same time. It's like, yo, I gotta pick one. And Lucha got another pitch canoe for you, Xavier. Go wait for it. You swing it down, it goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Xavier Edwards will advance to first base for the Marlins. Xavier Edwards singles on line drive to the right to center fielder Justin Carver. Justin Carver, don't let me start coming at you right now. So coming up next to bat for the Marlins, we have Jacoby Rossi. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, we got 1 player on first base. 1 out, top of the third. Here we go. Got a pitch coming for Jacoby. Go wait for it. Right now, catch is good. The strike one is 0-1. And Lucha got another pitch for you. Jacoby. Go wait for it. Right now, catch is good. The ball is 1-1. And Lucha got another pitch coming for you. Jacoby. Go wait for it. And Lucha got a pitch thrown to his first baseman. To make sure that Xavier Edwards got the first base bat, Pinkerton #1 at first base. And Lucha got another pitch coming for Jacoby. Go wait for it. Ronnie catch the ball 2-1. Lucha got another pitch for Jacoby. Go wait for it. And JT tried to pitch over to his second baseman. The shortstop Trey Turner tried to tag out Xavier Edwards. Xavier is safe at second base. And this is Xavier Edwards' first steal in spring training on second base. And Lucha got another pitch coming for you. Jacoby, go wait for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two, the 2-2. And Lucha got another pitch coming for Jacoby, go wait for it. Right now, catch the goods of all three is a 3-2 to full count. I know it's hard to hold about. That's why Winston said he want the preseason to be done with, so he get the regular season with a short title. So he like this, but they terrible in spring training. That's like damn. And Lucha got another pitch coming for you. Jacoby wait for it, and that is ball 4. And Jacoby Muncie is walked to advance to first base for the Marlins. So the Marlins have Jacoby Muncie on first base and Xavier Edwards on second base. Way to go, Blue Trevino. You walked your first bat of the game and had to be Jacoby Muncie. Wow, we walking people. So coming up next, the bat for the Marlins, we have Augustin Ramirez. Next to bat for the Marlins, we got Marlins players on first base, second base, one out, top of the third. Here we go. And Luke DeVito got a pitch coming for you, Augustin Rayboy. Fix that dog. And Luke DeVito got a pitch coming for you, Augustin Rayboy. You swing at that, was a 5 balls on 1. But that's how the Phillies didn't start 0-5. The Phillies were like 0-3, and they couldn't get a win. So then the Phillies started trying to rack up wins and stuff. You know, the Phillies were down. We started off the spring training 0-3, couldn't get no wins. And then when they finally got their first win, it was like 1-3. Now they got the second one, so 2-3. So it's kind of like, you know, every baseball team going to start off not getting any wins in spring training. But if you're gonna win that one spring training game to get your first win, at least it's to start somewhere. And Luis Arena got another pitch coming in for you, Augustin Rayboy. Running catch goes to 5 on 1. And Luigi gonna pitch to Augustin. He's swinging the mids, strike 2 on 2. And Luigi gonna pitch to Augustin Rayboy. Swinging the mids, and that's strike 3. And Augustin Ramirez is out. Second strikeout for Luigi on 2 Ks. Yeah, you know, it's like, you know, you gotta, you know, I'm not hating on the Detroit Tigers, but just like, man, I can, you started off bad like the Phillies did. But we didn't get 5 win losses in a row, 3, but still, it's like, you know, you gotta know to do better. And so they got Matt Beeler on that team. Like, how can you not be like, you trying to win a game, like, understanding? So coming up next, the bat for the Marlins, we have Griffin Conley next to bat for the Marlins. We got Marlins players on first base, second base, 2 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Moon Torino got a pitch getting for you, Griffin and Rayboy. Right, that catch goes, the ball's 1-0. And Luke Torino got the pitch for you, Griffin and Rayboy. Running catch goes the ball 2-2. And Luke Torino got the pitch for you, Griffin and Rayboy. Swinging the mids, and that strike 1 is a 2-1. And Luke Torino got the pitch getting for you, Griffin and Rayboy. So that one goes right into the grass. And that's a single. And Griffin Conley will advance to first base for the Marlins. And Griffin Conley singles on a line drive to the center fielder, Justin Crawford. Justin Crawford, you know what? You really pissed me off right now. Like, you should have cast that dog. Yo. And Jacoby Muncie is third base. So the Marlins got Griffin Conley on first base and Jacoby Muncie on third base. Players at the corner them. And the Marlins scored another run. So the Marlins had 2 runs. The Phillies had 5 runs. And the Marlins get the second run scored in the bottom of in the top of the third, thanks to Xavier Edwards. Yo, I'm letting the Marlins get back in this game. So coming up next to bat for the Marlins, we have Christopher Riley next to bat for the Marlins. We have Marlins players on first base and third base. 2 outs. Top of the third, here we go. Moving to either get a pitch speed, Christopher Riley grinds out to the third base. We have Ivana something doing to the first end. Leaving him here in time. Christopher Riley's out, and that's 3 outs to the Marlins. So the Marlins had 2 runs, the Phillies had 5 runs. And moving on to the bottom of the third, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies do. Let's turn the bat at the bottom of the third. And the 3 Phillies bats do the bat at the bottom of the third will be Bryson Stott, Ivana Souza, and Justin Crawford. Bryson Stott is 1 for 1. It's 1 for 1 with a double. RBI and a run. And Ivana Souza is 1 for 1 with an RBI. And Justin Crawford is 0 for 1. Bryson Stott is 1 for 1. With a double and an RBI and a run. And then Ivana Souza is 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs, and Justin Cole was 0 for 1. So, that is stable. So, pitching change for the Marlins. So, Robbie Sewell done pitching today. Coming to pitch for the Marlins will be John King. Yeah, Andre Cleveland. I know the Sixers won last night. I covered the damn game. I streamed the game yesterday, so I covered all 4 quarters. So I know they won because I was covering the whole game. So, like, come on now. You coming and tell somebody something that I watch every Sixer game, so I know when they win a game. So you telling me something that I already know. Because if I was live on if I was on stream yesterday streaming the game and coming doing a lot of for the game, why you tell me something that I already know I didn't see? So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Bryson Stott coming back for the Phillies. No Philly Bears on Rays. 0 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. John King got a pitch getting for Stott. Get ready for it. Riding catch goes ball below. John King and then pitch stop. Riding catch goes ball 2-2-0. John King and then pitch stop. Riding catch goes ball 3-3-0. And John King got another pitch getting for Stott. Get ready for it. Riding catch goes to strike one is a 3-1. And John King got another pitch getting for Stott. Get ready for it. Running catch goes and that is ball 4. And Bryson Stott is walked to advance the first base for the Phillies. And this is Bryson Stott's first walk game. That's terrible. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Amanda Sosa next to the bat for the Phillies. We got one big player on first base. 0 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. John King got a pitch getting for Amanda Gray Boyd. Riding catch goes to strike one is on 1. And John King got another pitch getting for Amanda Gray Boyd. He's swinging that one. It's a 5-ball zone 2. I was trying to say that the Paul George being suspended is a good thing for the Sixers because they're winning games now. Well, and John King got another pitch getting for Amanda Gray Boyd. He's swinging that one. That's another 5-ball still 1-2. I know the second half of the Philly squad the team is losing to the goddamn Detroit Tigers, but the first half of the Phillies team was not even losing right now to the Marlins that same zone. And John King got another pitch coming for him on the Gray Board. John King threw a pitch on to his first baseman, Christopher around to make sure that Bryson Stott got the first base bag, being intended for one at first base. Yeah, I good thing I picked the right game to cover. Good thing I picked the Phillies and Marlins on the cover because at least you wouldn't be sitting there and be complaining, be like, damn. And John King and then the pitch getting for you on the Gray Board. And the Ryan Salter got hit by a pitch and will advance to first base for the Phillies. And Bryson Stott will advance second base. So the Phillies have Amanda Sosa on first base and Bryson Stott on second base. John King, why would you hit our utility player Amanda Sosa with a pitch, you dummy? Dummy for that one. You should have done that. You got one base anyway. Oh, here comes Justin Crawford again, yo. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Justin Crawford coming next to bat for the Phillies. We got Philly Bears on first base and second base. 0 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. This game. Okay, then the thing's working again. Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, this is the first day, second, zeros, bottom, there, you king of history, Justin running category strike one. The king of Justin running category 1-1. And you king of Justin swinging the 5-1-2. The king of history comes swinging with a strike three, and Justin covers out this straight over two. From the next, the bat of the Phillies, you got Oliver kicking next to the Phillies, got Plain Press on first base, second base. 1 out, Robert the third, here we go. You king of history out of the category, about the balls and the thirds, ball 1 out. And you king of the history out to the running category, the ball 2 now. You king of history out to another king. Runs out to the shortstop, Maxwell appeals to the first base and pitching around. And Roger started base to third base. And Ron Sosa ran to second base. So the Phillies have Roger Sosa on second base and Roger started third base. And okay, over two when your first strikeout. Coming next to the Phillies, you have next to the Phillies, got Phillies on second base and third base. 2 outs, 5 on the third, here we go. You okay, I pitch you. We ground out to the pitcher, John King, who did that first three catch around time. We have in the zone. Here you over two. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score, the Marlins had 2 runs, the Phillies had 5 runs. That's the end of the third leg, Joe. Moving on to the fourth leg, Joe. It's the Marlins turn the bat. Let's see the Marlins do the turn the bat, top of the board. And the three Marlins plays the bat, top of the board. Connor Novi, Roberto Hernandez, and Javier Sanjuro. Well, I'm covering the Phillies game. That's what it is. If you didn't know that. So, pitching change for the Phillies. So, Lucha is done pitching today. Coming pitch for the Phillies with Reyes Wilson. So, coming at the bat for the Marlins, we had Connor Novi coming at the bat for the Marlins. No Marlins players on base. 0 outs, top of the point. Here we go. Reyes Wilson got a pitch getting for Connor to wait for it. He's swinging that was a 5-0-1. Reyes Wilson got another pitch getting for Connor to wait for it. Right, that catch is good. The strike 2 is 0-2. And Reyes Wilson got another pitch getting for Connor to wait for it. He's swinging that was a 5-0-2. And Reyes Wilson got another pitch for Connor to wait for it. Right that catch is good. The ball is 1-2. And Reyes Wilson got another pitch for Connor to wait for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Connor Novi's out. First strikeout for Reyes Wilson, 1K. He's gonna go to the Dallas. And the company goes to Dallas Cowboys. That's gonna say a whole lot of things. I'm like, you know what? Don't go to and you got Reyes Wilson. Coming up next, the bat for the Marlins. We got Roberto Hernandez next the bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base. 1 out, about top of the board. Here we go. Reyes Wilson got a pitch getting by Roberto to wait for it. Right that catch goes, balls 1 out. And Reyes Wilson got another pitch getting for you, Roberto to wait for it. You swing at that one, that's a when you swing at that, right that catch goes, that strike 1 is a 1-1. Sorry about the connection, y'all. When we watching clones, it kind of connects the Wi-Fi and stuff, you know. And Reyes Wilson got another pitch for you, Roberto to wait for it. You swing at that one, it's a 5-1-2. Reyes Wilson got another pitch for you, Roberto to wait for it. And swing that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And that's a single. And Roberto Hernandez will reach the first base for the Marlins. And Roberto Hernandez singles on a ground ball to the center field, Justin Carver. You know what, Justin Carver, you keep not catching stuff in center field. God Lord. Supposed to be a good prospect. You out here just can't catch stuff. Yeah, my Lord. So coming up next, the bat for the Marlins, we have Javier St. George. Next, the bat for the Marlins, we got one more player on first base. One out, top of the board, here we go. Reese Wilson got a pitch, going to play Javier, get ready for it. Oh my God, yeah, no, I think I'm out. They said it in the second game, the that game, oh Lord. That's when you know you like, running. Reese Wilson got a pitch, Javier, get ready for it. Runner catch, going to strike on his own one. And Reese was going to pitch, got away by J2 and tried to pitch over to his second base. And right started trying to tag out Roberto Hernandez, but Roberto Hernandez takes over and is safe at second base. And this is Roberto Hernandez's first steal in spring training on second base. And Reese Wilson got another pitch, going to play Javier, get ready for it. Runner catch goes to Rose 1-1. And Reese Wilson got another pitch, going to play Javier, get ready for it. And Reese Wilson tried to throw a pitch over to his third base with a runner surgeon to try to see if he can try to tag out Roberto Hernandez. But Roberto Hernandez is safe. It's safe at third base, and this is Roberto Hernandez's second steal in spring training on third base. Second steal in this game, and he's on third base. Damn. And Reese Wilson got another pitch coming for you, Javier, go wait for it. He swinging that was the 5-1-2. Yeah, maybe so we'll get his team in. Oh, we got a problem. And Reese Wilson got another pitch coming for you, Javier, go wait for it. He swinging that one as another 5-1, still 1-2. And Reese Wilson got another pitch coming for you, Javier, go wait for it. And Javier St. George strikes out a foul too. And Javier St. George is out. Second strikeout for Reese Wilson, 2 Ks. They started already. Well, they started making for it, right? As what? The tires went from good to worse. So coming up next, the bat for the Marlins, we have Maximo Acosta coming next to bat for the Marlins. We got one run playing third base, 2 outs, top of the phone, here we go. They got a little dust of rain in their helmet, so you know it's a little like, hey. And Reese Wilson got a pitch, going to bring Maximo going for it. Swinging the miss, and that's strike one is on one. So we say again, so we got coming next to bat for the Marlins, we got Maximo Acosta coming next to bat for the Marlins. We got one run playing on third base, 2 outs, about top of the phone, here we go. Reese Wilson got a pitch, bring Maximo going for it. Swinging the miss, strike one on one. Reese Wilson got another pitch, going to Maximo, runner catch goes balls 1-1. And Reese Wilson got another pitch, bring Maximo going for it. He swinging that one, it's a 5-1-2. And Reese Wilson got another pitch, bring Maximo going for it. And Maximo Acosta asks for a timeout, and Maximo Acosta get right back in the bat box to some more base runs. And Reese Wilson got another pitch coming up for you, Maximo going for it. Runner catch goes to ball 2 is a 2-2. And Reese Wilson got another pitch coming up for you, Maximo going for it. And Maximo Acosta grinds out to the second baseman. Bryson started doing to the first baseman. We move in figure in time. Maximo Acosta is out. That's 3 outs to the Marlins. So the score is the Marlins have 2 runs, the Phillies have 5 runs. We're moving on to the bottom of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turning the bat. Let's see what the Phillies need to turn the bat at the bottom of the fourth. And the 3 Philly players do the bat at the bottom of the fourth. Trey Turner, J. Turner, and Cosmo. And Trey Turner is 1-1 with a double, a walk, and RBI. J. Turner is over 1 with a walk, a strikeout, and a run. And Cosmo is over 2 with a strikeout. And it's raining down in Florida. It's raining down in Florida, man. Goddamn Florida, they always get those rains and stuff. ice cream sandwiches done. We bought these the other day, so I used to get these, you know, buy the ice cream tubs and stuff. So pin change for the Marlins. So John King's done pitcher today. Kind of face for the Marlins. We said Easy King. So come up the bat for the Phillies. We had Trey Turner go to the bat for the Phillies. And Phillies versus on base. Zeros. Bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Zeros got a pitch coming up for you. Trey, get ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes to balls 1-0. And yeah, so yep. Adrian Painter is pitching on Sunday. They just mentioned it. They mentioned it. So they say Aaron Nola's pitching today, Christopher Sanchez pitching tomorrow, and A.J. Payton is pitching on Sunday. And Zay's got a little pitch gonna bring Trey Green for you. Swing that was a 5-0 1-1. And Zay's got another pitch gonna bring Trey Green for it. Swinging the mids and that's strike 2 to 1-2. And Zay's got a pitch gonna bring Trey Green for it. You swing it down, one goes right to the stands, and that's a 5-0 1-2. Yeah, just want to say good job. So, yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, because Andrew Payne is making his spring training debut on Sunday against the Yankees. So you know that's going to be interesting, right? If Aaron Judge pitches it plays in that game, you know it's going to be a problem because they don't know who they never seen Andrew Payne before. The Yankees team has not seen that picture before. That's like one of our prospects, so they don't even know how good he is because they never seen the man. So. And they're another pitch going to be Trey Gray for you. Swinging that was another 5-1, still 1-2. So they don't know how good he is. So that's going to be one of the interesting things. But I'm excited to see Christopher Sanchez pitch tomorrow, man. Sanchi, because you know that's going to be interesting. And then Christopher Sanchez is going to go pitch 2 innings of that game tomorrow. But and he's got another pitch going to bring Trey Gray for it. He swings that one, goes right into the grass, and that's a single. Trey Turner will race the first base for the Phillies. Trey Turner got another hit. Trey Turner is 2 for 2, yo. And Trey Turner singles on the ground ball to the center field, Jacoby Mercy. Yes, Trey. That's yourself on base. I got a picture for Trey Turner. I didn't know it. Professor on Tuesday. Ryan McCall is going to pinch run for Trey Turner. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have JT Realmuto next to bat for the Phillies. We got one big player on first base. 0 outs, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Come on, JT, get a hit in this game. You're for 1. Come on now, get your first hit in this game. And today's going to face for JT Green for about to catch up the balls 1-0. Today's going to face going to be JT Green for a swing and a miss, and that's strike 1 to 1-1. Today's going to face for Trey Green for the catcher, the Marlins catcher. Try to throw a pitch over to the second base when they try to take out the second base, try to take out Ryan McCall. Ryan McCall missed the second base and is safe at second base. And this is Ryan McCall's first steal in spring training on second base. And there he's going to the pitch, going to bring JT Rainboard. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 to 1-2. Bobby swinging and missing, JT. Bobby swinging and missing. And there he's gonna pitch gonna for EJ, take away board. You swing it down when it's a 5 balls, 1-2. And so he's gonna pitch gonna for EJ, take away board. And the catcher goes to the try to throw a pitch over to the second baseman, try to take out Ryan McComb, but he couldn't. And to the second base, try to take out Ryan McComb, but Ryan McComb and save that second base and try to throw a pitch over to, try to do and the catcher gets to try to pitch over to the second baseman and try to see him. And Ryan McComb got out the second base bag. He gets in number one at second base. And he's gonna pitch good for EJ to Gray Boy. And the catcher then when picks off the second base, second base on the throw the second base. Javier St. Julian. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we had Kyle Swoon next to bat the Phillies. We got one free player on second base, one out, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. There's gonna pitch, gonna bring Swoon, Gray Boy. Ronnie's catching those balls, 1-0. And then he's gonna pitch, gonna bring Swoon, Gray Boy. Ronnie's catching those balls, 2-2. Yeah, so he's gonna pitch, gonna bring Swoon, Gray Boy. Ronnie's catching those balls, 3-3 now. And then he's gonna pitch, gonna bring Swoon, Gray Boy. Ronnie's catching on the strike one is a 3-1. Maybe Dynamo got a double. Nice. And then he's gonna pitch gonna for you. Swoon will be waiting for it. You swing it down when that's a 5 balls, a 3-2. That's a full count. And then he's gonna pitch me. Swoon will be waiting for it. Swing it, and that's strike 3. And here it comes. Swing it, and that's strike 3. Castro was down. That's when we go over for 3 with your second strikeout. So coming next, the bat for the Phillies, we got Doris Garcia next to bat the Phillies. We got one free player on second base, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Zay's gonna pitch the nose to for soon. Running catch another strike one's on 1. Zay's gonna pitch the nose to for Doris Garcia as for time when you're Doris Garcia right in the back to a base on. He's gonna pitch the nose to for you swinging that one as a 5 was on 2. And Zay's gonna pitch the nose to for it. And the Doris Garcia pops out to the first baseman, Christopher in foul territory. And Doris Garcia is out. Let's go see you 2 for 3. That's for the Phillies. So the score is the Marlins had 2 runs, the Phillies had 5 runs, and that's the end of the 4th, gentlemen. Moving on to the 5th inning, gentlemen. It's the Marlins turn to bat. Let's see the Marlins are turn to bat. Top of the fifth, and the 3 going to place the bat. Top of the fifth is Xavier Wood, Jacoby Morrissey, and Augustin Ramirez. That's what this game is still 2-5. Like, literally, like, it's some good work, guys. Nice time out school job right now. So, the guy from the rugby, the guy from the employee records, said he's going to call the plays to get the tournament in, pass everything over. So that way my job crew can fix everything so she can get everything put in there, can still get uploaded in and everything be good. So that way that the hearing only will get canceled. So everything will get, it's going right. It's going the right direction. I'm feeling it right now. I don't know why I'm feeling good because like literally like the person calling the race and doing everything. So it's going in the right direction. And running for me to give us a shortstop. And Nathan will be replacing right field. Those who see it very fully playing right field. So coming at the bat for the Marlins, coming at the bat for the Marlins, we have Xavier Edwards going to bat for the Marlins, and Marlins players on base. 0 outs, top of the fifth. Here we go. Please, Wilson got a pitch, going to be Xavier going for running catch goes to 1-1. Please, Wilson got another pitch, Xavier running catch goes to ball 2-2 now. Please, Wilson got another pitch, Xavier running catch goes to ball 3-3 now. And Reese Wilson got another pitch, going to be Xavier to wait for it. Running catch goes to strike one is a 3-1. And Reese Wilson got another pitch, Xavier to wait for it. And that is ball 4. And Xavier Edwards is walked. They will advance the first base for the Marlins. Way to go, Reese Wilson. You walk your second bat of the game. It had to be Xavier Edwards. So coming up next, the bat for the Marlins, we have Jacoby Morrissey. Next bat for the Marlins, we got 1 runner player on first base. 0 outs, out of it. Here we go. Reese Wilson got a pitch, and then Jacoby waiting for it. Run that catch goes to strike one zone 1. And Reese Wilson got a pitch for you, Jacoby waiting for it. Run that catch goes to strike 2 zone 2. And Reese Wilson got a pitch for Jacoby waiting for it. Run that catch goes to balls 1 and 2. And Reese Wilson got a pitch for Jacoby waiting for it. And Reese Wilson drew a pitch over to our first baseman, to make sure that Xavier Edwards got the first base right. Peterson number 1 at first base. Reese Wilson got another pitch for you, Jacoby wait for it. Running catch goes the ball 2 and 2. And Mays was going to pitch me to Kobe wait for him. And JT tried to pitch over to the second baseman versus start trying to take out Xavier was safe at second base. It was second steal and swing train on second base. And Mays was going to pitch me to Kobe wait for it. Runner catches the ball 3-2 is a full kill. Mays was going to pitch me to Kobe wait for it. Jacoby wants to get for a tower young. Jacoby wants to get back in the red 6 more baseballs. And Jacoby wants to get another pitch for you. And Willis was going to pitch for you. Jacoby wait for it. And Jacoby wants he strikes down the foul tip. And Jacoby wants he is out. Third strikeout for Reese Wilson, 3 Ks. Coming next, the bat for the Marlins, we have Augustin Ramirez, and next the bat for the Marlins, we got one Marlins player on second base. 1 out. Top of the fifth, here we go. Reese Wilson got a pitch coming for you, Augustin away for it. Runner catch got the balls 1 out. And Reese was going to pitch for you, Augustin away for it. And Augustin Ramirez flies out to the right fielder, Nathan Humphries. And Augustin Ramirez is out. So big change for the Phillies. So Braves Wilson is done pitching today. Coming to pitch for the Phillies will be Max Azaro. Coming to bat for the Marlins, we had Christopher Morales. We had Christopher Morales coming to bat for the Marlins. And Walden Pass of 8 zeros. Top of the 6. Here we go. Max Azaro got a pitch for me. Christopher running catch goes the balls 1-0. Running catch goes the balls 1-0. And Christopher Azaro got a pitch for me. Christopher running catch goes the balls 1-0. Max Azaro got a pitch for me. Christopher running catch goes the balls 2-0. Max Azaro got a pitch for me. Christopher running catch goes strike 1 2-1. And Max Zorga then pitched me Christopher running swinging that was a 5 balls to 2-2. And Max Zorga then pitched me for you Christopher the way for it. And swinging that one goes right into the dirt, and that's a single. And Christopher Red race the first base for the Marlins. And Christopher Red singles on the ground ball to the third base with a Rude Escobar. Oh. So coming up next, the bat for the Marlins, we had Connor Noe next to bat for the Marlins. We got one runner playing on first base, 2 outs, 0 outs, top of the 6. Here we go. Max Azar got a pitch in for Connor, going for it, swinging the miss, a strike on 1. And Max Azar got a pitch in for Connor, going for it, swinging the miss, and that strike 2 is 0-2. And Max Azar got another pitch in Connor, going for it. And Connor asked for a timeout, yo. Connor get right back in the red by system of base rules. And Max Azar got another pitch in for you, Connor, going for it. Running catch goes the balls 1 and 2. And Max is all got no pitch for you, Connor, wait for it. Swinging the miss, and that's strike 3. And Connor, he's out. First strikeout for Max is out, 1K. You know, one picture here to see if it's he's enjoying pitch in the spring training yet. I'm just wondering. So coming up next, the bat for the Marlins, we got Alberto Hernandez connects the bat for the Marlins. We got one Marlins player at first base, 1 out, top of the 6. Here we go. Max is all got a pitch in for you, Alberto, the way for it. Right there, catch goes, the ball's 1-0. And Max is all got a pitch in for you, Alberto, the way for it. Right there, catch goes, the ball 2-2 now. Wait, take a look at that outcome. So it wasn't a second, it was another roll, so wait. Strike there. Oh yeah, that is a strike, damn. And so, take it back to running next to the pitch, running catch the ball well. And next to the pitch, running away for it. Goes over to the big up together. So, running catch goes straight 1-1-1. And then it's all on the pitch for you, revert to the way for it. Running catch goes roll 2-1. And next is all on the pitch for you, revert to the way for it. Running catch goes roll 3-3-1. And Max is all gonna pitch when you run to the way for it. And Max is all gonna pitch when you run to the way for it. And that is ball for one. And Roberto Hernandez is ball to advance the first base for the Marlins. And Christopher Morel is second base. The Marlins got a Roberto Hernandez on first base and Christopher Morel on second base. Way to go, Max is all. You woke your first bat in the game. Had to be Roberto Hernandez. So coming up next, the bat for the Marlins, we got Javier Senor next to bat for the Marlins. Got Marlon Page on first base, second base. One out, top of the sixth, here we go. Max is all got a pitch for you, Javier, go away for it. Run that catch goes to balls with him. Max is all got a pitch for you, Javier, go away for it. And Javier Senor pops out to the shortstop, Ryan Waco on the infield fly move. And Javier Senor is out. So coming up next, the bat for the Marlins, we have Maxwell Acoustic next to bat for the Marlins. Got Marlon players on first base, second base. 2 outs, top of the sixth, here we go. Max is all got a pitch, getting William Maxwell going for it. Runner catches goes strike with no one. And Max is all got a pitch, William Maxwell going for it. He's swinging that one to 5 balls on 2. And Max is all got a pitch, William Maxwell going for it. And the pitch is stepped on. And Max is all got a pitch, getting Maxwell going for it. That ball's in the dirt, that's balls 1 and 2. And Max is all got a pitch, getting Maxwell going for it. And Maxwell kicks the grounds out to the shortstop of Brian Rico, who due to the first base in the river for in time. And Maxwell kicks it out. And that's 3 outs for the Marlins. So the Marlins have 2 runs, the Phillies have 5 runs. Moving on to the bottom of the 6th inning, when it's the Phillies turn the red, let's see the Phillies need to turn the red top of the bottom of the 6th. And the 3 Philly players do red the bottom of the 6th inning. Leo Pagino, Brian Rico, and he heard it. And Ginger, I think that's how you say it. The no-name people coming on, and they can they tag along to what the starters did, because you know. No, they. I'm not. I don't like women, so I don't like men, so I'm already taken. I have a girlfriend anyway, so I'm already taken. So I'm just gonna let you know that, Dave. So. Hey, for your retrospect, Dave, you want to know. I'll show you a picture of the person, so just so you know. right there. This is my girlfriend there right here. And that's my girlfriend right there. So I'm already taken. So wrong idea for you to ask that question. So, no, my girlfriend there only dates women. So, she don't do that stuff kind of stuff. No, we don't do that kind of stuff. And then, but he trying to ask me out. I already taken. Like, dude, like I hate when people do that. Like it's annoying. No opinion change for the moment. So Jack Wilson does picture of that because the face for the moment. Big Josh, who becomes the bat for the Phillies. We have we come the bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. Zeros, 5 and 6. Here we go. Josh got a pitch. Going for it. Ronnie's catch goes straight with the one. And Josh got a pitch to going for it. Ronnie's catch goes to balls 1-1. It's 11 to 4. Damn. That's not looking good right now. That second really spring training game is looking not great. And Star's giving the updates, and it's like, well, the Detroit Tigers might get their first win, so. And Josh gonna face for you, going for it. Swing the pitch, and that's strike 3. And Leo Figueroa is out. Leo Figueroa, you open one with your first strikeout. Shout out to me about the CD with the 15 lines. So coming up next, the vet for the Phillies, we have Ryan McCool against the vet for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 1 out, 5 and 6. Here we go. Josh got a pitch, getting Ryan going for it. Hey, we're going to catch that. And then drop the Ryan's going. And Ryan McCool running around first. Stop at second. Ryan McCool got a double, y'all. And Ryan McCool got a hit, y'all. Ryan McCool is 1-for-1, y'all. And this is Ryan McCool's second double in spring training on a fireball to left fielder Javier St. Joel. Try to pull it. What in the there's no runs right now because I ain't even got no words to say for that second game. But coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, man. Can you hear you? Coming next, the bat for the Phillies. You got one Philly player on second base. 1 out, 5 and 6. Here we go. Josh got a pitch, man. Can you hear you? Get ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes to balls 1 out. And Josh got a pitch, man. Can you hear you? Get ready for it. Swing and a miss. It is good, y'all. We all fixed for this good. We all set. Let's say, hold on. We'll be right back, yo. Something y'all, I'm still get paid. I'm back, y'all. I am back. That was handled, y'all. Wait, okay. Yeah, it was the first week, second week, so the offensive team, so we're gonna have Jose Rodriguez pinch for Kyle Smoller. Jose Rodriguez coming back for the Phillies, no Phillies has no raise, they also found the 60 I was gonna face for you, Jose Rodriguez straight with the one, and the pitch Rodriguez with the one, and I was gonna pitch and Josh gonna pitch Jose. Jose flies out into the fourth out to the really about third base to reach Julio. And Ronnie comes out second, third base. We can't hit base second. Jose was on first base. He was on first base. He was on second base. So coming next to that for the Phillies, we have Nathan Home. We come next to that the Phillies have Favors on first base and second base. 2 outs, 5 and 6. Here we go. And Johnson pitched to Nathan Ronnie catches the ball through. And Johnson pitched to Nathan Ronnie catches the ball through 2-0. And Johnson pitched to Nathan Ronnie go right there. Go ahead, that's the single. Nathan Home gets the first thing for the field. Nathan Home got a hit. Remember, y'all, Nathan Home singles on the ground ball to the first baseman. Nathan Home and comes to the rest of third base. And Jose Alvarez in second base. The big that know Nathan Home on first base. Jose Alvarez on second base and Kim Hills on third base. Base over the Phillies. Coming next to that for the Phillies, we got Robert Wood. Coming next to that for the Phillies, base over the Phillies. 2 outs, 5 and 6. Here we go. And Josh got a pitch for you, Robert. Running catches the ball up. Josh gonna pitch you, Robert catches the ball, expecting to catch a straight ball up. And Josh gonna pitch you for you, Robert. Running catches as soon as strike 2, 1-2. And Josh gonna pitch for you, Robert. So it's between the 5-1-2, and Josh gonna pitch to you, Robert. See the running guys and Javier was run first, stop a second. This is Robert Wood. Who got a hit before this Robert Wood's first double on the swing train on the 5-ball to the center field, Julian Lewis. And the Phillies scoring runs, and the Marlins had 2 runs, the Phillies had 8 runs, and the Phillies got a 3-run score, and the 5-6 thanks to Henry Hurgen, Javier Rodriguez, and Nathan Humphries. 8 to freaking 4, yo. 8 to freaking 2. Jordan next to the Phillies, we have Escobar next to the Phillies, we have 1 pick for second base, 2 outs, 5 and 6, here we go. Justin pitched to Young, wait for it, and Escobar lines out to the first base, Nathan and Escobar's out of this 0 for 1. He let Robert base. That's 3 outs for the Phillies, so it's going to always have 2 runs. The Phillies have 8 runs, and that's the end of the 6th game. Moving on to the 7th inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Marlins turn the red, let's see the Marlins in the turn the red, top of 7. And then you want to face the red top, so you keep rolling. Jacoby Rossi and Augusta Reyes. So big change for the Phillies. So versus all them pitching, they come pitch for the Phillies with Seth Johnson. Oh boy. Yes, Seth Johnson pitching. Well, this is gonna be one of those days where it's gonna be like so we had Kip coming to bat for the Marlins and Warren Fans of 8-0, 7-7, here we go. So Johnson got a pitch for you, Kip. But running cut goes straight with the 1. And so Johnson got a pitch, Kip running, swinging with straight 2-1-2. And so got a pitch, Kip running cut goes 1-1-2. And so Johnson got a pitch for you, Kip Raven swinging with strike 3. And Kip on the run is out. First drive was Seth Johnson 1K. Coming next to that for the Marlins, we have Jacoby Rossi next to that for the Marlins. And the Marlins players of 8 went out. Top of 7, here we go. So Johnson got a face in that boy, just hope we run it, because Sweden is struggling with. So Johnson got a face in, just hope we run it, right? Wait. The first time to Matthew, and Rizzo's gonna pitch one with Jacoby Morrissey. 8-2. It's 8-2, yo. This is a good game. I can't wait the pitches out. I can't believe that the second split game the Phillies are winning, so this one they doing better. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we got Augustus Ramirez coming next to bat for the Phillies. We got one free player on first base. One out. Top of the seventh. Here we go. Seth Johnson got a pitch coming for you, Augustus Greenberg. Swing that was a 5-1. And Seth Johnson got another pitch coming for you, Augustus Greenberg. We're doing the wave. Who's going to challenge this? So that is that's a roll. That's a roll. The runner gets good. That's a roll. It's 1-1. And Seth Johnson got another pitch coming for you, Augustine Greenwood. Runner catch goes to roll 2 with a 2-1. And Seth Johnson got another pitch for you, Augustine Greenwood. And Justin Ramirez grounds into a double play to the third base in the room. That's one to the second baseman. Robin Ward to the first baseman. Felix Reyes, Matthew is out second base. Augustin is out at first base. And that's 3 outs for the Marlins. So score the Marlins have 2 runs. The Phillies have 8 runs. We go to the bottom of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies do. Turn to bat at the bottom of the 7th. The 3 Phillies players to the bat at the bottom of the 7th. Louis David, Stanley, Austin River, and Phillies Dreams. Sixteen to 6. Oh my God, the Phillies got 6 runs in the vote, and then the Tigers got 16 runs. Yeah, that game is so bad. It's like I didn't choose that game to go because I would be mad at it, you know. Big change for the Marlins. So John Diggs, he's the pitcher they couldn't pitch for the Marlins to be. Nigel, Will Green. Coming at the bat for the Phillies, we have David Salisbury coming to the bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 0 outs, 5-7. Here we go. And they're going to pitch coming for you. David, get ready for it. Running catch goes to balls 1-0. And they're going to pitch coming for you. Wait, David, get ready for it. Running catch goes to strike 1 is 1-1. And they're going to pitch me. David, get ready for it. Running catch goes to ball 2-1. And they're going to pitch me. David, get ready for it. Running catch goes to ball 3-1. And again, going to pitch me, then we can wait for it. Running catch go to strike 2 is a 3-2, the full count. Look at the fanatic. Pitch me. And they're going to pitch me, then we can wait for it. And David, so the very next time we on David, so the way get revenue balance to a baseball. And they're going to pitch me, so the way get wait for it. Wait, David can wait for it. He's swinging down, that's a 5 balls, a 3-2. And they're going to pitch for you. David can wait for it. And David Sutherland strikes out slowly by the catcher, Brian Newell, to the first and 18. 4-2 in the end. David Sutherland is out. David Sutherland 0 for 1. So coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Austin Moon connects the bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 1 out, 5-7. Here we go. The girl got a pitch in the front. Austin can wait for it. Running catch goes to strike 1-1. And the girl got a pitch in the front. Austin can wait for it. You swing that was a 5-1-2. And the girl got a pitch in the front. Austin can wait for it. You swing that one, that's another 5-1, still 1-2. And the girl got a pitch in the front. Austin can wait for it. Running catch goes to balls 1 and 2. And again, I'm going to pitch for y'all, so wait for it. You swing that one goes right to the grass. It was all the way to the grass, and that's a single. And Austin Wood will base the first base for the field. And Austin Wood got a hit. He's 1 for 1, y'all. Austin Wood singles on one drive to the right fielder. Kim Alderman. All right, Austin Wood. Long league play, but hey, you got about to spend 10 and you just got your first hit. All right. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Philly. Wales coming next to bat for the Phillies. You got 1 big fan first base, 1 out, 5-7. Here we go. The girl got a pitch can bring Phillies get ready for it. Ronnie catch goes to hold 1-0. And the girl got a pitch for Phillies get ready for it. And Phillies grabs it to a double play to the shortstop Jose Vicious to the second baseman Ian Lewis Jr. to the first baseman there and Austin Woods out of second base and Pete Woods out of first base. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score is the Marlins have 2 runs, the Phillies have 8 runs at the end of the 7th, gentlemen. Moving on to the 8th inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Marlins turn to bat. Let's see if the Marlins are going to turn the bat top of the game. And the 3 Marlins players to get back top of the game with me. Louis Jesus, Sanders, Nathan Royal, and Gary Schmiller. Like the Phillies were going, and then they did this. You're looking at that game. This game is way better than even if I say that. So big change for the Phillies. So Seth Johnson done pitching for the day. Come to pitch for the Phillies, you Ray Levi, Stockton. Oh, God. So coming up the bat for the Marlins, we have Phil Jesus, Seth Vasquez. Coming the bat for the Marlins, the Marlins players on base. 0 out, top of the 8, here we go. You got a pitch for Jesus, great for it. Right that catch goes, the ball's going down. And we got another pitch for you, Jesus, great for it. Right that catch goes, the ball 2-2 down. And then you got another pitch for you, Jesus, great for it. You swing it down with us a 5-0 to 2-1. And we got another pitch for you, Jesus, great for it. And Jesus, Valdez flies out to the right field and Nathan Humphrey. And Jesus, Valdez is out. So coming up next to bat for the Marlins, we have Nathan Montanelli. Come next to bat for the Marlins players on base, 1 out, top of the 8, here we go. Levi got a pitch in for you, Nathan, great for it. You swing it down, goes right to the stage, that's a 5-0 zone 1. And Levi got another pitch in for you, Nathan, great for it. Around that catch goes, the ball's going to win. And Levi got another pitch in for you, Nathan, great for it. Around that catch goes, the ball 2-1. And they got another pitch, and Levi got another pitch for you, Nathan, great for it. You swing it down when it's a 5-0 to 2-2. the Piscine for you, Nathan Gray boy. And we got the Piscine for you, Nathan Gray boy. And that is ball four. And Nathan Mortamila is walking on base to first base for the Marlins. Ready to go leave us silly. Walking first base again, having Nathan Mortamila. And get coming up next to bat for the Marlins, we have Ian Lewis Jr. Next to bat for the Marlins. We got one runner player on first base. One out, top of the eighth. Here we go. Levi got a pitch for Ian. Go right for it. Right there, catch goes the Rolls 1-0. And Lewis got another, and Levi got a pitch for Ian. Go right for it. And Ian Lewis Jr. flies out to the center fielder, Devin Saltzman. And Ian Lewis Jr. is out for offensive substitution. Kobe Shea is going to pitch in for Roberto Hernandez. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, they have Kobe Shea. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, got one runner player on first base. 2 outs, top of the eighth. Here we go. And Levi got another pitch in for you. Cool, we can wait for it. Running catch goes the balls 1-0. And Levi got another pitch in. Cool, we can wait for it. Running catch goes the ball 2-0. And Levi got another pitch for you. Cool, we can wait for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike one is a 2-1. And Levi got another pitch in for you. Cool, we can wait for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two, and a 2-2. Well, you know, Star Wars is a not-inning game. Not-inning games are long. You know that. And Levi got the pitch for you. Cool, we can wait for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three, and Kobe Shane's down. First strikeout for Levi Stanley, 1K. That's 3 outs for the Marlins, so it's going to the Marlins have 2 runs, the Phillies have 8 runs. And moving on to the bottom of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies do. Turn the bat at the bottom of the 8th. And the 3 Phillies players do the bat at the bottom of the 8th will be Ryan Winkle, Keanu, and Jr., and Jose Rodriguez. Ryan Winkle is Buffalo with a double and a stolen base. He did it. He's got a walk and a run. And Jose Rodriguez is 0-1 with a run. And this game's almost getting to be done, guys. We got the bottom 8, then we got the last inning, and then there you go. That'll be the end of the game soon. But we'll be back tomorrow for Phillies and Blue Jays round game number 2. So with Christmas Sanchez on the round, Christmas Sanchez versus Dylan Cease tomorrow. Yeah, you know that's gonna be a good one. two best matchups you're going to get. So big change for the Marlins. So the Rays, the pitching could have been the even could. So coming at the bat for the Phillies, we have Ryan McCool at the bat for the Phillies. No Philly Bears and Rays. 0 outs, bottom of the 8th. Here we go. Evan McKendry got the pitch getting for you. Ryan, go away for it. You swing that one goes high in the air. Go way with it. The ball is going, gone. So how about for Ryan McCool in the first seven yet again? And Ryan Cook got another hit. He's 2 for 2, y'all. And this is Ryan McCool's first home run in spring training on a line drive to the right field. So it's going. The Marlins got 2 runs. The Phillies got 9 runs. The Phillies get their 9th run score in the bottom of the 8th thanks to Ryan McCool's solo home run. Ryan McCool went yard. Ryan McCool went yard. Take that one, Fishes. You looking salty right now. Yeah, no, you like Ryan McCool just go yard on you. So coming next to bat for the Phillies, we hit coming to bat for the Phillies. No Philly face on Rays, 0 outs. 0 outs, bottom of the 8th. Here we go. Evan got a pitch in the wait for it. Ronnie Catch got the ball to do. And Evan got a pitch to hit it. He flies out to the right field, kill. Out to the and he hit the zone. And hit the over one. So coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Jose Rodriguez next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 1 out. 5 of the 8. Here we go. Evan got a pitch to Jose going for it. And Jose Rodriguez lines out to the center fielder. Back to Elisa. And Jose Rodriguez is out. Jose Rodriguez, you 0 for 2. So coming next to bat for the Marlins, next to bat for the Phillies, we have Nathan Humphrey next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Here we go. And Evans got a pitch to Nathan. Running because of the ball through. And Evans got a pitch to Nathan. Get ready for it. And Nathan Humphrey's got hit by a pitch and will advance to first base for the Phillies. Evans, you just hit our boy Nathan Humphrey with a pitch. You gone for that one. So coming next to bat for the Phillies, we have Robin Moore next to bat for the Phillies. We got 1 free player on first base, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Here we go. Evans got a pitch to the way Robin go wait for it. You swing it down with the 5 balls on 1. And Evans got another pitch to the way Robin go wait for it. Ronnie's catch goes balls 1-1. And so McKendry got Evans got another pitch coming for you. Robin go wait for it. And the wild pitch, McKendry and Nathan Humphrey ran second base. And Evans got another pitch coming for you. Robin go wait for it. Ronnie's catch goes the ball 2 with a 2-1. And Evans got another pitch coming for you. Robin go wait for it. Swing that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Robin Moore will advance the first base for the Phillies. And Robin Moore got a hit. He's 1-1, y'all. And Robin Moore singles on a fly ball to the center field and back to the illusion. And the Phillies scored another run. So scored the Marlins had 2 runs. The Phillies had 10 runs. And the Phillies get the 10th run score in the bottom of the 8th thanks to Nathan Humphries. And it's 10-2. Marlins, you bitches are looking stinky as ever. You're stinking up the whole damn game, right? You're sticking up this whole damn game, right? Not even about to try you. Not even about to try you. You're just killing us this game. So coming next to bat for the Phillies, we got Luke Escobar next to bat for the Phillies. We got one free player on first base, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th, here we go. Evans got a pitch control for your rule, you're waiting for it. Ronnie catch goes to balls 1-0. And Evans got another pitch control for your rule, you're waiting for it. Ronnie catch goes to ball 2, the 2-0. And Evans got another pitch control for your rule, you're waiting for it. And the Luke Escobar pops out to the catcher. Ryan 0-2 in foul territory. And the Luke Escobar is out. And that's going to be open 2. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score, the Marlins had 2 runs, the Phillies had 10 runs, and that's the end of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the 9th and final inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Marlins turn the bat. Let's see what the Marlins do to turn the bat top of the 9th. The 3 Marlins players to the bat top of the 9th will be Daniel Johnson, Gaines Miller, and Kim Underwood. When you see that, Star Wars, look at the pink out with Star Wars. The Phillies are doing good in this game. They got 10 runs. Shout out to Byron Cooper. They hit that home run because we got 9. We got that 9th run, and then the other one for the other one for getting on ace and scoring that one. So to get the 10th run. So that just feels like a good day for this game. The other one I can't say too much, but this one at least this one wasn't really good. So that's a good feeling right there. So this one went really good, which yeah, because Charlotte Durham was hitting a single, so that way we get on. That way this game could have went the way it did. So. Yeah, so I kind of feel like this game is going to be this one's going to be the one game that you're going to remember always because, like, it wasn't too bad, so. This game is 6-6. Oh, the second game. It was 16-6. Damn. The second game was bad. That might be 2-4, and then if the Phillies win the first game will be 3-4. So the pitch change for the Phillies. So anyway, starts on pitch today for the Phillies. We Aaron Cole from the bat for the Marlins. We have Daniel Johnson from the bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players on base. Zeros. Top of the 9th. Here we go. Aaron Cole's got a pitch for you. Daily runner catches the ball to them. Aaron Cole's got a pitch for you. Daily runner catches the ball to 2-0. And Aaron Cole's got a pitch for you. Daily wait for it. Runner catches the ball to 3-0. Aaron Cole's got a pitch for you. Daily runner catches the strike goes to 31. And Aaron Cole's got a pitch for you. Daily wait for it. And that is ball 4. And Daniel Johnson is ball 2 advance the first base for the Marlins. Way to go, Aaron Coles. You just walk your first bat again. It had to be Daniel Johnson. So coming next to bat for the Marlins, we had Gage Miller. Coming next to bat for the Marlins, got one Marlins player on first base, 0 outs, top of the ninth. Here we go. Aaron Cole's got a pitch in the Gage to leave away. Ronald Catcher goes to Rolls alone. And Aaron Cole's got another pitch in there for you, Gage. You're in one. Ronald Catcher goes to strike one to 1-1. 16-7. He's got 7 wins for that. It's still bad as it is. And Aaron Cole's got another pitch in the Gage. Going forward. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 to 1-2. Aaron Cole's got another pitch in the Gage. Going forward. And Daniel Johnson advanced to second base on a defensive indifference. And Aaron Cole got another pitch in for you, Gage. Going forward. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Gage Miller's out. First strike over Aaron Cole's 1K. So coming up next to bat for the Marlins, we had Kip Alderman come next to bat for the Marlins. We got one more player on second base. 1 out, top of the ninth. Here we go. Aaron Cole's got a pitch good for you, Kip. Good waiting for it. You swing it down to 5 balls on 1. It was 8-16. Well, I'm going to have the second game to face on catch up because that's who. And Aaron Cole's got another pitch good for you, Kip. Good waiting for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is 0-2. And Aaron Cole's another pitch good for you, Kip. Good waiting for it. Right now, catch goes the balls 1-2. And Aaron Cole's got another pitch good for you, Kip. Good waiting for it. Right now, catch goes the ball 2-2. And Aaron Cole's got another pitch good for you, Kip. Good waiting for it. Right now, catch goes the ball 3 is a 3-2 to full count. And Aaron Cole's another pitch good for you, Kip. Good waiting for it. And that is ball 4. And Kip Underwood is walked to base the first base for the Marlins. Way to go, Aaron Kip. You're walking second bat of the game. It had to be Kip Alderman. Stop walking people, man. Yeah, the one tomorrow's gonna be good. It's 1:07 p.m. It's like the first game was. Coming up next to bat for the Marlins, we have Matthew Elisa. Coming back for the Marlins, got one players on first base and second base. 1 out on top of the ninth. Here we go. Aaron Cole's got a pitch good for you, Matthew. Great boy. Runner catch goes the balls 1-0. And Aaron Cole's got a pitch good for you, Matthew. Great boy. Swing and a miss, and that strike 1 is a 1-1. That's the first one, so 860, so that's 2 and 4, so. And Eric Cohen and Pittsburgh, ready, right? Because of the Eric Cohen and Pittsburgh ready, one swing with a strike on. Eric Cohen and Pittsburgh ready, swing that's probably 1 and 2. Eric Cohen and Pittsburgh ready, waiting for a runner because of the ball 2 and 2. And Eric Cohen and Pittsburgh ready, waiting for it, swing the wrist, and that's strike 3. And Mac and loser is out. Second strikeout for Eric Cohen's 2 games. So coming up next to bat for the Marlins, we have Ryan, Mary too coming next to bat for the Marlins. The Marlins players, coming next to bat for the Marlins. We got Ryan, Mary too coming next to bat for the Marlins. We got Marlins players on first base, second base, 2 outs, top of 9. Here we go. Aaron Cole's got a pitch for you, Ryan. Running catches the ball for them. Aaron Cole's got a pitch for you, Ryan. Get ready for it. Running catches the ball 2 and 2 now. And Aaron Cole's got a pitch for you, Ryan. Get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's a 5 balls and 2 and 1. And Aaron Cole's gonna pitch for you, Ryan. Get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's a 5 balls and 2 and 2. I know the second game, that's terrible. So that means that the Tigers got their first win. Now they're 1 and 5, and that's saying something right there. And here comes in the fifth when you are waiting for it. Running catches the ball 3 and 2 to full kill. And Ryan, here comes in the fifth when you are waiting for it. And Ryan, into expert time when you're running into the rabbit system of baseballs. Come on, here comes, strike him out. We're gonna win this game. Come on. Last strikeout was two outs, one more, and he's out. And out. We got the Phillies got a ball game. Second half, the Phillies suck in the Tigers game, but this one's all the runs for that one. And Eric Cole's gonna pitch me running away for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Brian DeVito's out, and that's the ball game. Final score is 10-2. Phillies win. So the Phillies will race on the 3-3 in the Spring Training League. Hello, yo. This game was 10 times better than that one, yo. And your shade player in today's game is Robert Moore, who's 2 for 3 with 3-run double RBI to single. Shout out to Robert Moore. But you know it's time to sing that song, you know, that Philly song. So you know, hey, we gotta sing that Phillies victory song when it's time to win a game. So you know that Phillies victory song. So there's a lot to be learned. So look around. Once there was a silhouette, thought he would move our barbecue with. Anyone knows in it can move a barbecue with, but he is house. He is house. He is high and blow high in the sky. So when you start He goes, just remember that. Whoo! Once there goes another world machine. Once there goes another world machine. Once there goes another world machine. Playing the hunt for Red October. You already see that. Gotta sing that 50 song. Even the swing training, but still good. Yeah, so guys, so that was a good game. Phillies did their thing, and I got no complaints there. So we came up and showed out today. Came out and showed out, and that's what we do. Came out and showed out today, so got that win right there. So that's a good thing. So hey, it's a good feeling, yo. It's a good feeling. But it's a good thing. So I had to get the victory song up for y'all, because we gotta sing the Phillies victory song every time they win a game. So it's been changed, but hey, you need the victory song, because one win is good. You got one win on your belt. That's a good feeling. Rather have at least we won out of the 2 games, so at least that's a good thing. It's better than nothing. Yeah, because I think someone was supposed to be on the. It's supposed to be on someone. I think. Let me see. I gotta check for that one. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, I think the next one is not supposed to be on TV. I don't think so. So. Yeah, that one is on Sundays on TV as well. So they both are. So. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. So shout out to Star Wars 99 coming to stream. Shout out to the Slim coming to stream. Shout out to Red coming to stream. So guys, I will be streaming the Phillies at the Toronto Blue Jays game number 2 of the spring training tomorrow afternoon at 1:07 p.m. on my YouTube channel, guys. So let's see if the Phillies can try to win in game number 2 against those Blue Jays, like they did in that first game, and try to do better than they did that first game when they lost. So let's see if they can try to win this one tomorrow over there at the Blue Jays, spring training, ballpark, and see what they can do for that one. But like I said, guys, I'm gonna go there, and I'm excited. I still got the job with the superintendent. All my cleanses are in. Good feeling, and all that good stuff. I'm gonna see you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday night, and I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon for our next Phillies spring training live fair play. Let's go Phillies, yeah. Let's win. Let's get our first win against the Blue Jays finally in spring training, because let's start and do better than we did the first game.